What is up, my friends, and how's it going? And welcome back to the 12th episode of our Let's Play series as Parthia with your fellow comrades summary. In the previous episode, we had managed to wipe out the Seleucids. We have got a foothold in the province of Nabata, and we have two dignitaries trying to diplomatically take away the province of Nabata from the Egyptians. Meanwhile, we have two more dignitaries trying to get Iconian from the Egyptians as well. And we did manage to get the province of Side from the Egyptians. A quick look at our settlements. As you can see, most of them have built up. Our economy is still pretty low. Quickly tap that spacebar to move a lot faster between our settlements. Economy is a little bit struggling, even though we are making quite good amount of wealth in Mada. We are making 32,500, and taxation is on low. I could increase it to normal, and that will give me 10,000 wealth gain per turn. However, that will slow down our growth rate significantly. As you can see, our growth rate is 37. However, if I do keep it on low, I'm getting a growth rate of 41. So I will go ahead and keep it on low. The objective of this episode would be to either rush for another economical province. We should either try to acquire Asia, as it is one of the best S-tier provinces in the game when it comes to the economy. And we do have another S-tier province right on our borders, and that is pretty much Egypt down here to the south. It is not completely owned by the Ptolemies. The Mediaevi do control Diospolis, and so we do have two options when it comes to that. However, without any further ado, let us have a quick look of the situation in Asia Minor. Things are a little bit turbulent. There is a war going on between the Odrysians and the factions within the peninsula, or Anatolia rather. And what we could do in this episode is we could try to subjugate Pontus, as well as conquer the remainder of Asia. However, as you can see over here, they have sacked the settlement of Ankara, and the garrison is at 0, so I could easily occupy it. However, I believe I have a trade agreement with the Galatians, so I am going to go ahead, cancel that, and then move up one of my armies to just simply occupy the settlement. Not sure if my allies would join that war, and that could be problematic because we could lose a lot of our satrapies if we are not careful. They won't allow us to join the war, so we are going to go ahead, pay them to join the war. I'm going to take a bit of that diplomatic reputation hit. However, that's nothing of concern, as we can go ahead, loot the settlement of Ankara, and just as easily we have taken over the settlement of Ankara, and we have denied the Odrysians from further expanding into our sphere of influence up here in the north. Very quickly, we are going to dismantle all the buildings we do not require. We could convert this into that research building, dismantle this one as well, and our chance is at 20% to gain the region of Iconian. Meanwhile, down here in the south, we have an 18% chance for Hegra and a 5% chance for Petra. However, that will change once we do have Arni as the majority culture in the region. However, with that, I think I can go ahead and end the turn. There's nothing much else to do. We could talk a little bit about politics as well. And speaking about politics, all of our factions are quite loyal. However, we are in the process of reducing our influence. We do want to get it down to Beloved of the Tribes, which would get rid of all the negative modifiers we are currently experiencing. Let's go ahead and see if we can send any of these characters to improve the public order. And it does cost me 9,000, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, we are also going to hide all our deceased characters. Quickly have a look at our other characters. This guy has a wife that I can level up, so let's go ahead and do that. Give her some zeal and authority. Quickly check her household traits. And she is in the process of getting all of those household traits, so pretty much after that in the next turn she should be like, you know, quite leveled up. And with that I can go ahead and end the turn, and I will see you all in the future when I am either ready to take out Asia or subjugate the Pontic faction, as well as I'll be trying my level best to capture Sinope. Welcome to the future. We have acquired several regions through using our dignitaries. We had acquired Iconian in this turn. We are going to go ahead and demolish all the buildings we do not require. Meanwhile, we have also gained Hegra. So quickly over here, going to build up some buildings. As you can see, we have a 24% chance now of acquiring Petra. We are going to keep moving our dignitaries towards other provinces over here. Hopefully we should be able to get some of them. Meanwhile, the garrison inside is slowly accumulating, so that is good. As far as our culture is concerned, we are slowly culturally converting all our western holdings. Our eastern holdings are looking quite good when it comes to culture. We are almost, you know, at 60% culture everywhere, so that is of course great. Meanwhile, I have moved my armies in anticipation to attack the Pontic faction. So I'm going to go ahead and move my general over there. And soon enough, we are going to declare the war against Pontus. However, before that, we are going to have a quick look at our politics. And our politics seems to be fine. We are slowly continuing to push down against our influence. And we are still at 55%. Nothing much else we can do in this turn. Let's have a quick look. 5,900. So it's still quite expensive. Meanwhile, this character over here is almost leveled up. We are going to go ahead, educate some more characters. And we are only going to educate one per turn because we do want to save up on that money. Go ahead, improve this character's zeal and give her the final authority that she needs. That should be with this character over here. So now she has 10, 4 and 7, I believe. Where is she? Yes, 10, 4 and 7. We can send her on a vacation to further improve her cunning as well. Perfect. And now that that all is done, we can go ahead and level up some characters. Give that extra army upkeep modifier, that is really important. Get some of the other skills as well. Perfect. And as far as economy is concerned, we have nearly built this up, so looking at about the same amount of gold, 32,000. However, once this building and this building is done in the next 6 turns, we should have a significant boost, as it does increase our income by double each, I believe. 650, yes. So that is going to be really welcome. Meanwhile, of course, we need to get another economic province. That is the main focus for now. And once we gain some of these provinces from Egypt, then we should have a pretty contiguous empire going on over here. Currently, it's only Petra that's dividing our holdings in Nabata from our main empire. But once we get Petra, then everything should look quite nice. Let's go ahead and fight this war against Pontus. And I don't want to declare war on them directly. I want my subjects to kind of have a good relationship with them as much as they can. So I am going to try to ask Egypt if they will be interested and perhaps even give me a payment. And they reject. Maybe if I join without any payment, they might accept. Nope. What if I just pay them a slight bit? They still reject. Maybe a little bit more. Nope. We are going to try with the Odrysians on the other hand. Perfect. They are on moderate. Go ahead, offer them 2,000. And they have accepted. So with that, we are at war with Pontus. The objective is to subjugate them. So we are going to go ahead, attack over here. Perhaps attack this army. It is going to retreat. And actually it cannot retreat. We can just auto-resolve this one over here. Perfect. Lost a bunch of cataphracts in that. Gonna enslave all the captives, of course. I should have liberated actually now that I think about it. And we have a good auto-resolve here. We could lose a couple of cataphract units. In fact, we lose all of our cataphract units. We are going to go ahead and loot the settlement. And then we are going to attack Amasea real quick. Can auto-resolve this one as well. And go ahead and subjugate Pontus. That is great. Now I do want to march my armies back. Meanwhile, these two armies will kind of need to get those extra cataphracts. And I don't have to actually get an extra cataphract manually. What I could do is actually build up another army over here. So let's see. We do have our son of our faction heir, Yaxares. So let's go ahead. Nah, I think he's already in charge of an army. Okay, it seems like he's in charge of an army. Which army is he in charge of? The one over there, okay. Meanwhile, we also have another character over here who is quite good, Seleucus. So I will go ahead and hire Seleucus to be in charge of a new army over here in Parthia. So quickly have a look. Where is Seleucus? There we go, Seleucus. Reinstate legacy. Nope. There's no army. Just a fleet. So go ahead, reinstate that legacy. We are going to name this Horde 5. And Horde 5 can be Syria, I guess. And then what we are going to do is hire all our cataphracts for this army. Go ahead and quickly get... The camels are quite good and I do want to get them. So what I am actually going to do is we have 4 armies. Or 4 horde armies with, you know, with 4 cataphracts each. However, 2 of them don't have cataphracts units anymore. So there are 8 instead. So what I do need to do is get 1 cataphract and 1 archer unit. So, 2 cataphracts and 2 camel units. So we will go ahead, get 2 and 2. That should help for 1 army. Oh, we only get a maximum of 4 camel cataphracts. And I did not know that. That is interesting. Well, I guess with the camel cataphracts, we can keep these as camel cataphracts. Especially for a certain army, I guess. Maybe we can... I want to divide them as 2 and 2, I think, ideally. For the best 2 horde armies that we have. And then we will get 4 cataphracts. We need another 4. So that's perfect. I think with that we are done with our recruitment. Our economy is slightly increasing. That is due to the fact that we kind of... Really quickly over here, going to see which ability I can get. I can get some more in terms of archery. Meanwhile, over here, Governor has also leveled up, so that is great. Go ahead, select that. Give me some more income. Income is very important at the moment. And we could also just send this character over here to improve the public order in Bithynia and Pontus. We are running out of treasury. Influence is still at 55. And yeah, we're going to try to overhaul our armies. So we do have one Horde army over here, Horde to Parsa. That's going to be updated for sure. We're going to actually move him up to the north if we can. Try to link up with the other army that needs all of these 4 cataphracts. And with that, I think I am ready to go ahead and end the turn, and I will see you all in the next turn. Alright, welcome back to the future. Alright, welcome back to the future. Economy is slowly picking up, however, we have lost a lot of our treasury. Meanwhile, down here in the south, we have managed to diplomatically take the whole of Nabata. And up here in the north, we have managed to take Iconian as well. So our empire is looking nice and contiguous. We have 4 satrapies, Bactria, Zranka, Hake, as well as Pontus. And one of the things that happened in the turn between turns is the Tolistobogii declared war against our satrapy, and we have joined that war. This has made a lot of our vassals kind of friendly towards us, I guess. And just have a look at them. So they all are at war with the Tolistobogii, so that is pretty good. Still maintaining our diplomatic treaties with Rome. Meanwhile, Syracuse has managed to land in Hellas and has taken out Sparta itself, but Sparta is holding on to Athens. Wonder if I could actually create a satrapy out of Sparta. That would be ideal. Create a satrapy. Maybe if I paid them a lot. No, they wouldn't. However, I could still just get a trade agreement, build up our treasury a little bit. Hates Greeks. Can it be a maximum of 10? Okay, so I can establish a lot of trade agreements now, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Quickly get some money. Sparta. 3,000 is high, 4,000 is high, 6,000 is moderate. Okay, so I might be able to get 6,000 out of them. Perfect. Meanwhile, I can also get a trade agreement with Eperos. Nope. What about Syracuse? It's also on low. Knossos, perhaps. Okay, excellent. And over here, Carthage, nope. Rugii. Trade agreement with you. Nope, you reject. Alright, so with that I have managed to get a little bit more income as well as build up my reserves. Meanwhile, our armies are marching towards Anatolia, since we will focus in this episode on securing Asia Minor. We do have Horde 1 Parthia that has been updated. We now have only 2 cataphracts, and we have 2 camel cataphracts. And the same goes for our second Horde army, Horde 2 Parsa. 2 cataphracts, 2 camel cataphracts. The remaining will have just their regular cataphract units. So we can go ahead and actually declare war against Sinope. We do need that province. We are going to give it to our satrapy Pontus. And they are allied with the Tolistobogii. However, we are already at war with the Tolistobogii, so it doesn't really matter. And just go ahead. We could declare the war directly, however, it's quite risky. And hope none of my satrapies actually break free over here. It is a risk we have to take as they are not at war with anyone. So, quickly, I hope this doesn't screw things up. Okay, all of our satrapies have joined. I was really scared over there. And we have a pretty good auto-resolve, so I am just going to auto-resolve this. Perfect. And we're gonna go ahead and loot this settlement as well. And we have wiped out the faction with that. Meanwhile, I can also sell this province to my subject. And then keep moving my spy on towards Nikomedia. This is our next target, Asia. And once we get Asia, our economy should look absolutely fantastic. You can see our economy is almost improving because we do have 86% slaves. That is completely counteracting our empire maintenance at 68%. Meanwhile, our influence is dropping. That is great. We are soon going to be beloved by the tribes, which is what we have been trying for ever since we reformed our government. Send this character on a leisure. Meanwhile, we can send these characters as well to kind of improve. Just going to check how much it actually costs me. Just 2,400, so that is great. We can go ahead and improve Bithynia and Pontus because, I mean, it's not really going to do anything because we are just going to sell the province to Pontus. Go ahead, and now Bithynia and Sino will belong to Pontus. So very quickly I'm going to go ahead, end the turn over here. Nothing much else to do in this turn, and I will fast forward into the future when I am ready to go to war with the Odrysians and the Thracians. Since I'm not really fighting against the Egyptians as of now, I originally intended to do a two-pronged attack, one for Asia and one for Egypt. However, I have to focus everything up here in the Hellenic sphere before I turn my focus towards Egypt. And because of that, I'm actually in the process of moving all my armies towards the northwest of my empire. Just a quick look. Yeah, all our armies have moved. We can level up a few characters, so let's go ahead and do that. Get that cultural conversion as much as you can. Every single bit of cultural conversion actually helps a great deal. Meanwhile, a character over here has improved. We can get the extra empire maintenance, and what I do want to get is I do want to get that diplomatic bonus, because that should kind of help my satrapies stay a bit more loyal to me. Perfect. And a quick look for other characters. Army 2 Mesopotamia has leveled up yet again. We can get this as well as this, and then focus the rest over there. Perfect. And with that, I am ready to end the turn, and I will see you all. Which dignitary is this? Wow, so we can get Ephesos. Alright, that's great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, end the turn, and I will see you all in the future when I am ready to launch the war against the Odrysians. Alright, welcome to the future. Our economy is starting to slowly pick up. Several of our characters have leveled up, so let's go ahead and get them some skills. We can get the commercial wealth, the industrial wealth, as well as the empire maintenance. That should help with our economy even more. Meanwhile, over here, Patish for Parasva has also leveled up. We are going to get that diplomacy. Perfect. And he has lost an ability, so we could get the empire maintenance. And Horde 3 Mesopotamia has also leveled up. Can get a couple of that. Maximum level, in fact. Go ahead, give him that cavalry bonus. Meanwhile, Horde 4 Syria has also leveled up, so we can... This is a horde-based army, so what we want to do is give them 2 of these. And then we could give him this as well. And with that, all our characters have leveled up. Meanwhile, one of our daughters has come of age, and as you know, we are assassinating all of our daughters. We don't want any daughters. We don't want to grow our family tree really large because we want to keep that influence decreasing, and as you can see it's at 52, so it's really close to becoming beloved of the tribes. However, let us go ahead and improve some of our characters while we can. We can improve this character. Go ahead, improve her authority. Improve her zeal. And perfect. We can just simply close this and give this to this person, so she will have 11 authority in the next turn, so that is great. Meanwhile, we can send this character on leisure time. Perfect. And a quick look over here as to how we can use our other characters. We can't use them, they are quite expensive. And over here in Asia, our armies are close to attacking Pergamum, and not the faction, but rather the Odrysian faction that controls Pergamum. Meanwhile, our dignitary over here is at 17% to acquire that province. Our other dignitaries are slowly making their way up towards Thrace. And we could directly declare this war, however, before we do that, I'm quickly going to look at my provinces. I can go ahead, get that research rate building over there. As you notice, I'm not really upgrading any of my resource buildings, and that's because it costs 10,000 to upgrade. That is a lot, and I don't have that kind of money right now. However, by the end of this episode, we should be able to kind of resolve that by conquering the whole of Asia, hopefully. Now, just gonna have a quick look at... Well, all of my vassals are quite friendly. I could directly declare the war against the Odrysians. However, they are allied to the Athenian tyranny. And Sparta as a faction has been wiped out, unfortunately. I'm gonna see over here quickly if I can get a trade agreement. Perhaps a trade agreement with you. Nope. They are at war with Epirus, so I could ask Epirus to join this war against the Odrysians. And it is on high. Perhaps I can make a satrapy out of them. I cannot. But they are going to pay me to join this war. And with that, we are at war with the Odrysians. Quickly going to try to call in our satrapies. This is on low. Perhaps the Hake would try to join us. All of our satrapies are on low. What about Bactria? I need at least one satrapy to join this war. Bactria is also on low. Let's go ahead. Nope. What about Zranka? Really, none of my satrapies want to join this war. I'm so glad I didn't declare it directly. Could have found myself in a really bad spot. Alright, what I am going to do is I am going to... And the Pontus should be able to join because they actually had a war against the Odrysians before I subjugated them. And I don't know why they are not so interested in joining. Perhaps the Armenians... I'm going to try to give you some gold. Okay, they have accepted. Good. So it seems like the Pontus might join now. Nope. Maybe give them a lot of gold. It's on high now. Keep dropping it. Excellent. Okay. Wonderful. Let's see the Bactrians.
Inspired as it undoubtedly is by the wit and wisdom of Athena herself.
Moderate. Still rejecting. We're gonna have to spend all of our treasury here.
Even friends.
Still rejecting. Wow. Okay, Zranka. You like me a bit more, so you are on moderate now, so that's great. Maybe give you some gold. Perfect. Now you have joined the war as well. What about the Odrysian, Bactrians, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give them a bit more gold. It's on high now. Okay, that's great. Moderate. Great. So now all of our satrapies are at war with the Odrysians, which is great because that does improve their relationships with us, and the more we attack the Odrysians, the more friendly they become. However, without any further ado, let us go ahead, attack the cities that we are going to attack. I'm going to attack Pergamum as well. The auto-resolve isn't looking that good, so we are going to fight that, of course. And we are also going to fight for Nikomedia. And the reason being that we want to fight for Nikomedia is that we have an army up here in the north. Meanwhile, our other two armies are here in preparation to take over Ephesus, if our dignitary can do so. Meanwhile, side is quite good. What I could do is actually move my army further up north. Maybe stop them here. Stop this attack. Move this guy away. He can reach Nikomedia, which is good. Gonna move him up there. And I will attack with this army instead. I'm gonna quick save over here. See you all. I am gonna fight all 3 battles since I haven't fought a single battle this episode. And after which I will end the episode. Welcome to the battle. We have finished deployment. We are gonna quickly move our armies up ahead. It is quite mountainous terrain. However, we can manage to do quite well. Quickly gonna select all of our horse archers, toggle on that skirmish mode. What we do want to do is kind of try to move around with these horse archers. Make sure that they don't waste their ammunition on missile troops. We're just out of range with group 3, which is our center. And our new units looking ever so good over here. Slowly moving into position. They have started firing, so we can move up. And one thing I like about the Odrysian faction is that they are extremely melee infantry heavy, which means a lot of their units are not really that good against horse charges especially. So we are going to focus on their spear units. Go ahead. We have a bunch of cataphracts over here. Focus fire all into that spear unit. Get our cataphracts to kind of attack these units. Meanwhile, you can go attack here and here. You guys, group 3, move up. I want you to hit that unit. Group 2, you're getting caught up to. Move back, move behind. Excellent. So as you can see, the charge is quite lethal. I'm gonna move up group 3 over here. And we can charge with our general as well over there. These 2 missile units should die pretty quickly. Group 2, keep moving you. Group 4, you're doing quite fine. Move you that way. Excellent. You can go this way. You can come this way. Perfect. We are done with all of these units. Cataphracts can move. Oops. Move over here. Group 5. You can go ahead, charge over there. Group 6, come here. General can move back. Group 2, you're doing quite fine. Just keep moving behind. Make sure you don't get caught up by the enemy. Group 4, go all the way around. You guys can charge into this archer unit. You're from group 6, so I want you to keep moving around. Group 3, wonderful. Group 3 can hit this unit. Group 4, go ahead, hit this unit. Cataphract charge over there. Wonderful. Quick look over here at the cataphract charge. Oh, massive damage, 20. Archers are quite loosely spaced, so Okay, group 3 is done over there. Group 2 as well. Move our cataphracts out of there. Group 5. And group 3 can go ahead and start charging at these units. Our cataphracts over here. Group 6 come out. And with that, it looks like we are going to win the battle quite soon. And I will see you all in the campaign. We have only lost 2 units, so that is fantastic. Alright, that was an easy battle. Down goes the garrison. And we are going to loot Pessinus. It is Greek culture. Go ahead and loot it. We will get some extra gold that we use to spend in order to get all of our subjects into this war. We are going to go ahead and demolish all the buildings we don't require, repair the buildings we do require. And I am going to leave the taxes on over here. Even if I keep them off, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I could keep them off to improve our public order. That is great. And nothing much else to do over here in Pessinus. We are going to attack Nikomedia. It's got a really good auto-resolve, 90%. However, I'm not satisfied with that. I am not going to control the large army. Pretty much just fight with my base army. And I will see you all in the battle. Alright, welcome to the battle. Just a quick explanation of what is going on. We have pretty much moved all our archers into split them up. And the objective is to burn down the enemy towers. Meanwhile, of course, our melee troops, our Armenian legionaries are in charge of the ladders. They will scale the walls. We have 2 groups of hoplite. These ones over here in the center are to burn down the enemy gates. And the ones to the far left will pretty much prevent the enemy from shooting at my more weaker units. Our artillery will try to create a breach as much as possible into this opening area. And my elephants will exploit that. Meanwhile, we also have our horse archers in the back ready to go. So without any further ado, let us begin the battle. Go ahead, fire at those enemy towers. Perfect. And I don't think these archers really have to move up. They have insane amount of range. We are just gonna select group 2, put them on run so that they move a little bit faster. Wow. Okay, move them behind. Move these guys behind as well. And we can move these guys behind as well. Meanwhile, you need to attack over here. Get these 3 guys all the way here and then move here. Get these archers behind. Fire into that tower. We are going to fast forward over here. Move them behind. Hurry up. Fast forward. Okay. Toggle on the standard shot now. Gonna move all of our archers over here. Perfect. Wait for those enemy towers to burn down. And they will cause some damage to units if they're still standing over there. So let's have a look at that. We're gonna fast forward so that we can see that. And I do believe this is one of the first towers that has been burnt. 57. So, if the enemy units nearby, they will take some damage from the towers once they do collapse. And we do have a bunch of units coming really close. They will get across. I doubt these archer units will take damage because they are pretty far away from that tower. However, we can see if they do. And they haven't. Let's have a quick look over here. These guys are pretty far as well, so none of the units, maybe these guys will take damage. Nope. So nobody took damage, unfortunately. However, with that, we can go ahead and march our troops towards the walls. Move these sword units slowly up to support them. The hoplite units can move all the way in the front in an attempt. Meanwhile, our cavalry can move up forward. Our archers can move close by as well. We're going to toggle on the fire at will. Move our hoplites quickly to the walls. And... sorry, I'm going to attempt to do that again. No idea why it's not selecting that. Okay. I'm going to try with you again. Interesting. Alright, move you up. Why is this bugging out? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna drag you over here. There we go. Move our artillery as well. Move our elephants close by. Our horse archer cataphracts over here, firing into the enemy unit. These archers are actually quite good, Thracian archers. Wonderful. Can keep fast forwarding it over here. Our units have scaled the wall, so that is great. I'm gonna go ahead, attack as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, use our other swordsmen to also scale the walls. Move our hoplites a little bit closer. Go ahead, keep scaling the walls. Perfect, we can slow down the battle now. And we are gonna go ahead, attack that segment of the wall. Our Indian archers have managed to take some damage. But as you can see, we have done quite well against the enemy units. Meanwhile, group number 7 can go ahead, start burning down those gates. Engage in hoplite mode. Oh, okay, I see what's going on over here. We do have a couple of archers over here in the forest, and I believe that was the navy, so we are going to charge our elephants into them.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Archers!
Didn't quite see that. Artillery is almost done over here. Elephants, go ahead, charge into these units. They are going to dish out a lot of damage. These are only archer units. They shouldn't be able to do anything against the elephants, and they are already wavering. Keep moving our elephants. Back over there. Our artillery can go ahead, create another breach. Get a general up front. Get our cavalry towards this opening as well. And we can move our elephants also back. Gonna fast forward over here a little bit. Swordsmen on the left can go ahead, keep attacking. Swordsmen on the right. It seems our swordsmen are going to do quite well. Our legionaries itself. Go ahead, inspire the whole army. And we have broken another section of the wall. Can move in our elephant units real quick. Go ahead, attack over there. You can go ahead, attack over here. Elephants can go ahead, attack that unit. Our cavalry can come here. We are not going to use our cavalry as of yet, because we are winning the battle. And I will see you all in the campaign. Alright, down goes Nikomedia. We have conquered our first settlement in Bithynia at Pontus. And very soon we should be able to push the Odrysians out.
Ready for battle.
Quickly move our army up ahead. And the general, I believe, has leveled up over here. Has got some army traditions, even though it didn't take part in that war. Ammunition for all units, that's quite good. Gonna go ahead and get that. Meanwhile, our spy can move into Thracia. Excellent. We can have a quick look of what's going up here in the north. However, over here, can use my main general, the Shahenshah, to attack this army, kind of help my auto-resolve. It will retreat 100%. We are going to go ahead, attack it. And I'm not going to show this battle, I am going to fight it because I want to minimize my casualties. Or I could go ahead and actually show it so that I can show off the camels, but I am going to play it on fast forward. Alright, welcome to the battle. Very quickly going to show off my camel cataphract units. These units are absolutely beautiful looking. And actually when you talk about the camel cataphracts, they are really good against cavalry. Of course, our super heavy shock cataphracts are much better on the charge. They have a lot more impact damage and they are really good even against cavalry. However, the reason why I got camels is that the camels have a special ability that scares horses. So the idea is to charge our heavier cataphracts first into any horse unit and then follow up that charge with our camel cataphracts, which should pretty much easily stop or get rid of their horsemen as quickly as possible. So without any further ado, let's go ahead, begin the battle. Gonna move up our archers. Gonna play it on speed 3 over here. We do have another unit all the way over there in the side. Easy battle. I think even before that unit can reach us, we are pretty much just going to win this battle quite easily. Move our troops behind. Gonna slow down over here for the camel cataphracts. Get them up close. They do have javelins, so that is great. They are gonna be keep hitting these units with their javelins. These units have taken quite a significant amount of losses. Wonderful. Gonna move out. Get all our horse archers close to the enemy general. And massive damage over here. Let's slow down to watch this. You can see they are getting pelted by a million arrows. We're just going to continue this for the sake of just watching them crumble. Down goes that army. They are able to retreat because I did manage to not be able to kill one unit over there. But that's fine because they won't be able to recruit anything, so that's also good for us. We're going to move quickly over here. Just get closer to that unit. Meanwhile, over here, they had a bunch of fleets. Right, an admiral over there. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and attack the settlement of Pergamum. Auto-resolve is looking better. They don't have that many great troops, and I will see you all in the battle. Alright, welcome to the battle. We have deployed into our standard formation. The enemy does have a catapult over here. That's not good. Gonna quickly move our hoplites to the front. Move these hoplites as well. Get them close. Move our artillery unit as close as possible. And get our elephants up as well. Gonna move our cavalry closer over here. And we can fast forward the battle now. Well, the archers took care of that artillery unit, so that's great. Mauryan archers are really good, really powerful, and they do have 200 men per unit. Gonna go ahead, activate that Cantabrian circle. And I don't think the Cantabrian circle actually works in siege battles, so that's a shame. That's a pity, really. Get these hoplites a bit forward. Go ahead and deploy the phalanx mode. Start burning down the gates as well. Good burn. Meanwhile over here, these units can begin breaking those walls. Archers are not doing any damage against those units. We are going to move them here. Archers, keep moving over here. You guys on the left, you can keep going up. We're nearly done breaking down this segment of the wall, after which our elephants can get into the city. Perfect. Go ahead, keep hitting the other section of the wall. Almost done breaking this segment of the wall as well. Boom, there we go. Gonna try hitting this section of the wall. See if I will get lucky. 12%. I don't think I'll be able to break it. Yep, I shouldn't be able to break it. Group 4, you can go ahead, keep attacking this unit. Get a general up front. The gates are completely burnt, so that's great. We are going to move our elephants into the city. And soon enough, we should be able to move our hoplites as well. Move them into that gap. Elephants will do a massive amounts of damage over here. Do have some javelin type units. Keep moving our elephants real quick. They do have a missile cavalry as well.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
If only we can catch them. Seems like we can't, so we are going to move our elephants back to this direction. Get our cavalry here. These elephants can come here. Come on. Slow down the battle. Get to see our elephants perform their charge over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Go ahead, keep moving our elephants. Group 3, you can go ahead, hit that cavalry unit.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Elephants are doing quite well. A swordsman can come down. We want to keep moving our elephants. Gonna fast forward once more. Keep moving our elephants. And we can move our other hoplites over here in order to capture that tower. Come on, keep moving our elephants. Okay.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Group 3, you can go ahead and charge at this unit. Slow down the battle. Have a look at our new units. We never really got to see these archers. I believe, yes. There they are. Beautiful looking unit. And they are going to charge into this unit over here. Rushing into them because they are Nicene cavalry, mind you. Group 4 elephants, you can charge as well. And they are coming from the other side as well, so this should cause them to break. And with that, we have won the battle. See you all in the campaign. And down goes the garrison of Pergamum. We are going to go ahead and loot the settlement as well. Get a bit more cash. It's wonderful. And we can quickly convert the buildings over here. We want that slave trader. Dismantle these buildings. And as you can see, our economy is already quite high. Bithynia at Pontus. I do want to turn off the taxation over here. I do have two options. I could give Bithynia and Pontus to my vassal Pontus. Quite sure if I want to do that, as I do want to springboard into Thracia. So I'm going to keep that because it is quite a strategic city. What we can do is we can go ahead and dismantle all the buildings. Upgrade the ones that we can upgrade. And I am going to get a supply pit over here. Dismantle this, convert this into a temple. And I have switched off the taxes over there, so that's good. And as you can see, we have achieved quite a lot in this episode. We did manage to revive and revitalize our economy. Our food's looking good. Our politics is almost under control. We have a lot of characters that have grown, come of age, assassinated a lot of the others. Meanwhile, we gained a new satrapy in Pontus, and all of our subjects are loyal. We do have 4 satrapies. Yeah, and we have almost conquered Asia. Just pretty much just 2 provinces left, which is basically Ephesus and of course Rhodos, after which we will be taking over the Basilion Odrysians in the Hellenic world. Of course, they have conquered Macedonia as well as Larissa, really pushed deep into the Hellas. And once we manage to do that, we do have a lot of armies to help us out with that. Once we do manage to do that in the coming episodes, we can focus on Egypt in the south. I do want to conquer it as it is historically a part of the Achaemenid Empire. I will also be going for Ptolemaios Teron, perhaps even subjugate the Medevi. And after that, pretty much, it will be the end game against Roma, which won the election or the vote. So yeah, we will be going for Roma. They have been growing a fair bit ever since we have established a diplomatic or a defensive alliance with them. We can see them. This is one of the reasons I don't like to play without the realistic expansion submod. And as you can see, you have the Iceni owning pretty much all of northern Gaul. That's really annoying. I really don't like to see major barbarian factions, since barbarian factions weren't really that major. However, before I go ahead and end the episode, we're going to have a quick look at our politics. We can improve some public order. And even if it's expensive right now, we can afford to do so. So we can do it in Bithynia at Pontus. And we can not do it but we can get some funds from embezzlements. We can do it in Asia as well. Beautiful. Meanwhile, our dignitary over here can move further up north into Thrace. Do have another dignitary. Completed the movement range. Meanwhile, I cannot acquire this settlement because I do need a minimum of 10,000 in the bank. However, that's not going to be a problem because in the next turn we will have well over 30,000. And we will be sitting tight for a while until we restructure the province in Asia Minor. Asia Minor is one of the best provinces in the game, as I have said so many times before. I consider it to be the best economic province in the game, so that is really nice that we control it for now. We do want to convert it into Parni culture as quickly as we can. Apart from that, we are going to quickly look if we can upgrade few characters. And we can't, we have already done so for this turn. And with that, it looks like I can go ahead and end the episode. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you liked the video, please like the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you are interested for more. Peace and love.